My name is Elaine Powell. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background so that you know who I am and why I care. I grew up in Wilmington, Delaware, and Wilmington, North Carolina. I grew up in a very Catholic family, in a very Catholic neighborhood, surrounded by the nuns from Ursuline nuns and Franciscan nuns. I am very observant. I watch and I listen and I learn. They were a huge influence in my life. I believe that we are all brothers and sisters, and that we should use our talents and strengths to help each other and to help build the community. I pursued a career in healthcare. I graduated from the University of Delaware in 1986. I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina so that I could get enough experience here in 1986 so that I could go to Wilmington, North Carolina, but I ended up staying here. I moved here to work with the Sisters of Mercy at Mercy Hospital, Maine, and then we opened Mercy Hospital South. And later I went to work for Presbyterian Hospital. So I have a background in healthcare, which has also shaped a huge part of the passion that I feel. It is not my personality to be in the limelight, in the spotlight. I'm here because I care. To witness the suffering that I have seen in healthcare has influenced my community service. For the past 29 years, I have volunteered in this community to make a difference. I can list many, many places that I volunteered. Many of you know me, have no idea what our political affiliations are because I never cared, but many of you know me because I was the chair of the Park Commission. I care deeply about our community. I think that our local government is out of balance. And I don't know if you've put a card up yet. Okay. So a couple things happened in February where I wasn't planning on running, but I just saw thing after thing happening where I heard this is a staff-driven government. And I'm thinking, and you can Google me talking about how important it is to hear the citizen voices in our government. And I've seen all kinds of tricks about like bypassing citizen input and dismissing citizen input. And so I saw some things happening in February and I thought, no, I can't accept this anymore. It can't be okay that it's a staff-driven government. There has to be balance. And so I care enough to step up, to give a voice, and if I don't win, I hope iron sharpens iron here. I hope that we are both better people after going through this election. I don't know what's going to happen, but my time is up and more soon.
Fortune to run, well, a whole bunch of times. I've had 6 different opponents, and I will tell you the nicest opponent I've ever had is the one that I have right now. Which makes it really hard to run against her. But I say that to say that you have 2, I think, very good candidates to choose from. I am a small business owner. I actually have started a business. I have taken one that I purchased out of receivership. I purchased it in 2007, which was not exactly the best time to purchase a company that was already in financial distress, but it survived. I was in 1997 elected to the Mecklenburg Schools Board of Education. I went there representing District 1 in opposition to what was then a failed busing system that was hurting both inner city kids and people in North Mecklenburg. Now, it worked pretty well for if you lived in South Mecklenburg, but the rest of the county didn't work very well. In 2000, I had the honor of being elected to the Board of County Commission. I served there for 6 years. I then took off. Karen Bentley was there in my stead. When she decided to retire, I came back, so I've been back for another 4 years. I also served as the co-chair on the Lake Norman Charter School Board when they had no schools, when they were just trailers, was part of building that school. I was on the Mecklenburg High School, North Mecklenburg High School school leadership team. I was the first chairman of the PTA at Nathaniel Alexander. So I know an awful lot about education, both from both sides of public education. I have a pretty good reputation within the business community, and I have been very successful in working across the aisle because Any of you who followed me and been to any of these debates, you realize that I tend to be the guy that goes a pox on both houses. I am sorely disappointed in the state of politics today. I am extraordinarily proud. Pat mentioned the award that we're getting from the North Carolina Recreation and Park Association, not the Park and Recreation Association, the Mecklenburg Recreation and Park Association gave us their Citizens Award for 18 because of our bipartisan work in returning the 2008 bond monies that had been allowed to go to Major League Soccer. And I was fortunate enough to be able to flip the county's vote on that to get us out of that contract, to save Memorial Stadium, to return $42 million to Park and Recreation, and keep Memorial Stadium. So we'll talk about any of those, but that's my 3 minutes.